Okay, hello everyone. How are you today? Today is day 4 of my November card challenge. I am uh, attempting to do a card every day in the month of November, a Christmas card, and I'm also attempting to do them um, live. So today's challenge, let me look at my list here. I forget all the time. Today's challenge is a sketch, and I've been using a sketch every day, but this time everybody in the challenge is using the same sketch. I apologize that I don't have it printed out. Hang on, let me show it to you quick. Because I took a screenshot of it. Here we go. Here's the sketch. I'm going to turn my camera. All right. So there's the sketch that we'll be using today. Day 4. So keep that in your mind. I'm going to go back to my camera. I'm going to go back to my phone and put Facebook on because that's the best way for me to see comments. But keep the sketch in your mind, all right? And trust me when I tell you, I'm going to twist it. All right, so let me go back to Facebook on my phone. All right, hi Jerry and Donna. Donna from Washington, Jerry from right here in Worthington. Okay, so I've got some choices. I did kind of prepare this card a little bit ahead of time, but I'm going to give you guys some choices to help me make some final decisions here. I'm using Night of Navy and Misty Moonlight. And before I forget, I want to show you the Wheel of Winners. This is to win a $150 shopping spree with Stampin' Up! The winner pays the shipping and the tax. You can buy as many spots as you want. They're $10 each. I have number 2, number 4, number 9, 14, 15, 16 left. So if you want to take a chance at winning a $150 shopping spree, let me know. The wheel is available. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to do something that I have never tried, but I watched on a video this morning. Risky. I know, right? So I'm going to grab just a scrap of, or not a scrap, but a 6x6 grid paper to protect my surface. I have my embossing tray. I have Versamark. I have my embossing buddy, which takes the static electricity off of your paper or your cardstock, and I have white embossing powder. What am I going to emboss? Have you seen these in the Stampin' Up! Catalog? They're called woven golden leaves. Okay, I watched a gal this morning emboss them with a copper color, which was really very cool. And I watched her do them with a white. So I'm going to take out a couple, and actually I've got gold and black. I don't have the copper, but maybe we'll try a gold one also. All right, let me move my camera down just a scotch so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to grab my tweezer and my take your pick tool because I'm not sure what I'm going to need here for supplies. Okay, so I pre-cut some blue, no, never mind, I don't need that yet. I don't need that, I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, I'm gonna just start with one. Again, I have not practiced. All right, so I'm going to, I can't remember which direction she went here. If she brought this to the, let's do this. A brayer would work for this too. All right, so I've got embossing powder on here. I'm sorry, I've got Versamark on here. And I've got white embossing powder. So this package of leaves comes with a bazillion, 75. And, you know, I thought she said that there was a variety of sizes. I'm going to need to go back and look because I feel like I've only happened upon one size, which is fine. I want mine all the same size. All right, there's one white one, and nah, I'm just going to try the white one. All right, I'm going to grab this with my tweezers. I'm going to get this out of the way, and this out of the way, and this out of the way. And now I'm going to bring in my heat gun. I'm going to let this warm up. Sorry if it's a little loud. I'll try to talk louder. I'm going to warm it up just a little bit. And now I'm going to... Oh! It's so fast. It went so fast. All right, let me set that aside. There's a little speck there where the tweezer kind of picked up the tweezer eliminated some of the embossing powder. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that one more time. All right, well that was pretty easy. Let me put that up against my dark paper here. That was pretty easy. Okay, let's see what else we can do with this. I'm gonna try crumpling it a little bit. It's a wire woven mesh. I don't know if this is gonna change the, oh, there, that way. I feel like this leaf needs a little texture to it. All right, this might not be a good idea, but you know what? I've got a whole bunch to try. What are you guys thinking? You thinking I'm crazy right now? Okay, I've got this leaf all in a ball here. It's starting to unfray a little bit. Unfray? Fray. Starting to fray. I'm gonna put that on here and smash it into my, and now I'm gonna drag that. Woo! Okay. All right, let's see. It goes really fast. I should bring my camera down. All right, I'm not sure that wrinkling it up made any difference. I'll set that on the, other than that, it's a little curly. It's a little curlier. All right, well, that's two. My, oops, and again, do you see how, where I'm holding it with the tweezer? So I'm gonna dip that in. Oh yeah, it did give it a texture. I dip that in my embossing, my Versamark. I'm gonna get a little more powder on that. I want to grab it with the tweezers though because it's wire mesh and I just feel like it might get hot. All right, there's number two. So I have one flat and one not flat. I wonder if I could still, oh yeah, I could still scrunch this one up just to give it a little bit of texture. All right, I'm going to do the third one because my sketch design calls for 3 three elements. So, all right. Get this out of the way. Bring in my embossing powder again. Drag that through here. The same thing is gonna happen where my tweezer is, and so I will have to, I'm gonna hold this up to the camera as close as I can so you can see it change. Let me get that in focus. Oh, it's not gonna want to focus. Let me bring my camera down a little bit. All right, let's try this. Okay, ready? It's gonna go fast. This one is curling all by itself. I didn't crumple this one at all, but it did curl. Okay, let's finish that little section where my tweezer was. This is kind of cool, huh? And let me emboss this again. It's so fast. All right, I'm going to set those to the side. And you know what? Let's try. Well, it's already gold. Why would I try a gold one? I need to get some copper embossing powder. Hang on. I think I have copper. I do. And I have silver. All right, let's try a copper for those of you that are making fall and Thanksgiving Day cards right now, which I have kind of a stash of Thanksgiving Day cards, and so I'm going to have to get those out and start thinking about who I'm sending Thanksgiving Day cards to this year. All right, I've got the white embossing powder tucked away, but now I want to try copper. And I might even play a little bit with the silver on the edges. I'm going to dig a little deeper in my bag here. Yeah, here's a couple smaller leaves. All right, let's make 3 small copper leaves. All right, I'm going to put 2 of these on here at once. Jerry, Donna, are you still with me? Do you think I'm crazy? What do you think here? I think this copper is going to be amazing. I'm going to set that one down. Ah, I don't want that in there. I'm going to pick this one up. And I'm going to have the same issue with the that little spot where I'm holding it. I just want to get the I'm getting a lot of embossing powder on the tips of my one more copper colored one. I'm running out of little places. Okay, copper. Nobody commenting today. Maybe nobody's watching anymore. Maybe you've all thought, what in the world is she doing today? All right, I'm going to get my embossing powder out of the way, bring back in my heat tool, and here we go, copper. What happened? Oh. There, I thought I lost power there. Oh, the copper's pretty. It's kind of curly. I like how kind of bubbly it's getting. All right, so you'll see, let me try. Like, it's not perfect, but I like how it's not perfect. I like how it's got some texture to it. All right, these are cool. The copper is probably my favorite. But for today's challenge, because it's a Christmas card, we need to, I thought we needed to use the white. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to try something else real quick here. I wonder if I just heat emboss the gold ones, if that gives them a little texture. So I'm not putting anything on it, just the plain gold. No, not really. Well, it curls it a little bit, but not really. Just heating it up doesn't really do anything to it other than that it's not so flat. But, all right, so the copper ones are really cool. And I will do something with those. But now I want to come back to my white ones. And I want to add a little silver. Some Jack Frost. Yeah? All right. Let's add some Jack Frost to my white leaves. All right, I'm just gonna drag the edges through the embossing, or the Versamark. So I'm not getting a lot of, this is just, I got a little more on there than I wanted to. Adding a little silver to the tips. I might not like this, but that is going live and accepting the challenge of trying some new things. All right, I think I got better at this as I went along here. Whoops. Okay, let's see what the silver does. That's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. All right, there's one. I'm going to try to do both of these at the same time. Does it look like frost? I think it gives it a little bit more texture than just the plain white. That's what I'm thinking. All right, let me get my mess out of the way here. So, the leaves, 48 in a pack. There's a lot to play with here. All right, now, if you remember my sketch, it had a, oh my gosh, I had things everywhere. It had this is what the sketch looks like. It had card base, card front, it had a stripe of paper, and it had 3 rectangles. Well, I wanted my rectangles to fit the leaves, and so I'm turning my card this way. All right? And I'm going to emboss this piece. And I have 2 choices, so I'm going to make both of them. I'm going to let you guys pick which one you like. I'm going to try the Snowy Sky 3D embossing folder and the Changing Leaves. All right, here we go. I'm going to bring in my, I'm going to have to use my big embossing, stamp cut emboss machine today because these embossing folders are full size. Okay, let me pull up here a little bit. There we go. I need the bottom plate. I need the 3D plate. All right, so we're going to put one in the Snowy Sky, and I want as much snowflake as possible on there. Did you know that you're always supposed to put your embossing folder through hinge folded side first? I didn't know that right away, but I have learned that. All right, here we go. Oh, I kind of wish it had a little bit of section on the countertop. All right. Snowy Sky, very pretty. Let's see if we can get an image in the camera. Yep. And then it fades, so it's really heavy at either the top or the bottom, whichever you decide. And then I'm going to put this second piece through the leaf folder. Hinge first. And let me get that out of the way. You guys are going to decide which one. If there's actually anybody here to help me decide, you guys are going to help me. So I know which one I'm leaning towards. I have a little bit of embossing powder here. Ooh, let me get out my fun tool that I got from my good friend Mary Jo, my little desktop vacuum. Oh my gosh, I love it. Get all that embossing powder off of my surface. All right. Okay. Card base. White layer. I purposefully cut this a little bit too long because I wasn't sure if I wanted it to be the size of the embossed layer or if I wanted to be the length of the whole card. All right, so here is, whoa, let me bring you all down here again. Here is the embossing. I'm not getting any comments. I feel like I'm froze. Am I still live? Let's see. Oh, hi, Arlene. Okay, good. I've got people watching me now. Yeah, it's not working quite right on my phone. So, if you're here, let me know. If you're here, let me know. I see that Arlene is here. Sorry, guys. Okay, I'm just going to keep going. So, I have either the snowy sky, which is just a little bit going to peek out, or it could be the leaves. I don't think that even any of the leaves are going to show. Well, they will. What do you guys think? Snowy sky or leaves? Snowy sky or leaves? I'm going to give Arlene a second to respond. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to have these 3 rectangles on here, and then I'm going to adhere these white leaves. It's going to have to be the snow. All right, nobody else is deciding for me. I'm going with the snow. Jeepers, I have white embossing powder everywhere. Okay, well, it's going to give this card a little bit more white speckle. All right, let's go ahead and put this together. So I'm going to use mono liquid adhesive glue. I'm putting the heavier snow at the top. I'm not exactly sure what the protocol is there, but I feel like it needs to be at the top. Let me get back in the camera here. And I also think I'm going to try to put in some of this white and silver. Oh, silver. Oh no, I have some white and silver, don't I? Yep, right here. All right. So we do have this pack of silver and gold ribbon, but I want to use this one, which is white and silver. All right. I'm going to trim this piece down to 5 and oops, what did I measure this to? Get out my old-fashioned ruler here. 5 1/4. That's what I thought it was. 5 1/4. Okay, this is going to go here. These are going on here. Where should I put the ribbon? Maybe it doesn't need the ribbon. I felt like it needed the ribbon. I know what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to attach these. So when you have 3 pieces like this and you want them to fit evenly on your strip, always start with the one in the middle. So I'm going to eyeball and call that the middle. If I'm quick, I've got a little bit of wiggle room here. And then I'm going to bring in my white and silver. Okay, and I'm going to use my technique of tear tape because it's always handy, for me anyway. Alright, get that right in the middle. I'm going to wrap that around and attach it with tear tape, and I'm just not going to take off that protective cover. Bring in my ribbon scissor, trim that off, and tape down this side. This one was a little crooked. I'm going to pull that off and straighten that out a little bit. There we go. All right, I'm also going to attach this to the card front. Ooh, or do I want to put that on dimensionals? Nope, we'll do it flat. Just flat. What's everybody doing today? It's gloomy here. I feel like it's gonna rain, and I know that we need rain, so I'm not complaining about that, but you know, I never love a gloomy, damp day. If you're watching the replay, let me know what you think about those leaves that I just embossed. Today is day 4 of the Card a Day in November card challenge that I've joined. Today's rule was to follow a specific sketch. So if you're following the page where all of these are posted, you're going to see a lot of cards with a similar sketch as this one. All right, this is going right in the middle-ish. Nope, it's going up a little higher because there's a tag that goes on here too. All right, got that on there. And now we've got these things, these leaves that I created. And I think I want them to go opposite directions. And I'm going to use a glue dot to adhere them. All right, so glue dot. I think 2 should do it. And I'm not feeling the glue dot through the wire mesh, so that's good. Sometimes it you can feel it or see it through what you're trying. I'm going to put them the same. These kind of look like birch leaves, huh? I wonder if it says, I think it just says, I'm going to look and see what these are called, if they're birch leaves. I think it's just autumn leaves. I don't even think it says autumn. Woven golden leaves. All right, I thought I was going to put them opposite directions, but oops, looks like I missed a glue dot there. Let me grab one here quick with my Take Your Pick tool. Now, you know what? This actually could go this direction, couldn't it? Nope, I like it better this way. All right, nobody is commenting today. Where is everybody? Let's go ahead and make a bow. So when I make a bow, I always leave my ribbon on the roll so that I'm not wasting any. And I pretend that I'm just like tying a shoe. So I make my loop and then go around. I want this to be pretty small. And I'm just going to fussy play with it a little bit until I pull it tight. This ribbon has kind of a nap to it, or a wave to it, kind of stretches a little bit, and I'm okay with that. I think we're going to go a little smaller. And where should we go with it? I think I'm going to go right there in the middle, which is odd placement for me. And I wonder what kind of bling I have. Okay, let's see. I got to do one more thing here. I am going to bring in this gold cording, just a little piece of this, because I want to bring this ribbon a little bit together, so I kind of have a fake fake bow, if you will. So I'm just gonna let's see, I'll leave a little bit of length. There we go. Yep, needed to pull that together. There we go. There we go. I'm going to leave a little bit. I'm not exactly sure how much I want to be hanging out there. You see what I did there? I pulled that together so that when I put this on here, it looks more like it was tied together. Before, that silver ribbon was just so flat. Okay, so let's trim these off, and I'm going to let that be kind of long. Oh my goodness, it's pretty. All right, this card, let me go back to the sketch, also needs a tag on here. So let me quickly find a sentiment. You can enjoy that for a second. Let me find a small sentiment. A little tiny Christmas sentiment. I ran into this problem yesterday where I didn't have very many little ones. Sorry. What's in this set? I'm just going to use this one. Okay, so this set I haven't used yet. It's the Humble Home, and I think I'm just going to use this tiny little Merry Christmas. And as long as I have everything out for embossing, I'm going to go ahead and emboss this. So let me just grab a little scrap from my scrap basket. Let me grab a block and Versamark. Hi, Heidi. Let's see. I still have the silver out. I did not. I'm going to do that over again. There's some static electricity on there. So I'm going to get the static off and try that one more time. That's better. Bring in my heat gun one more time. The oopsie daisies today. I went ahead and embossed both of them just to show you. So this is the one that I gave, that I changed my mind on because I knew that there was a little bit of excess, and this one is a little cleaner. So this is going to be a tiny little tag, on the bottom of that card. And I noticed that it had a banner end cut on the end. So let's banner cut that. I go cut to the center and then I come in from each corner. And that's going to go on there. And I'm just going to pull in my little sanding block because this was a little bit rough. Okay. Should I pop that up? Nope. I'm going to let the leaves be the highest feature on this card. Put that right there. And do I have any, let's see, oh, let's put on some bling, 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 bling. I'm not going to overdo it, but 3 is good. 3 little ones. Let's see. 1, 2, and 3. Okie dokie. What do you think? What do you think? Those are the gold woven. Hi, Sandy and Lisa. Awesome. I've got people showing up. All right, so here's what I used. The pack of 48 woven gold leaves. You guys, there's so many. I mean, I know I said there's 48, but this is a wonderful amount of leaves. And for those of you that are just joining me, I embossed them with white embossing powder. I also tried to, oops, here's a few more leaves. I also did some with copper. So I'll use these on a fall Thanksgiving card. So that was really very fun to do. All right, I've used the silver and white sheer ribbon. So that's really pretty. I have used the Humble Home embossing folder. Or I'm sorry, the Humble Home stamp set. And I used the Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder. Night of Navy cardstock and Misty Moonlight cardstock with a little bit of white for accent and some rhinestone basic jewels to finish it all off. Now, we don't want any naked cards on the inside, so let me slide all of this stuff out of the way, and let's go ahead and do the inside. So for sure I want white on the inside. Merry Christmas. Is there something left in here that I could use? Well, it certainly could say from our house to yours, can't it? I think it can. From our house to yours. First time using this set. I'm going to be doing a shaker card on day 9. For those of you that don't have the window cling sheets, these plastic sheets that your stamps come on work just great to make shaker cards. All right, so I'm going to use, let's see, should I use Night of Navy or Misty Moonlight on the inside? I think I'm going to use Night of Navy because my Misty Moonlight is not where it's supposed to be. since this is a brand new set, I'm going to stamp it a couple times. Looks very good. And I'm going to put this off to the side. From our house to yours. Before I put my ink away, I'm going to stamp the back of the card. This is my own personal stamp. If you don't have one though, just sign the back. My sister always dates the back of her cards. So I think that's kind of cool too. All right, now get the ink out of the way. Thanks, Lisa. Blue, white, silver are always good combination. Yep, thanks. I agree, Donna. I feel like, oh, I got a little bit of ink on there. Let me see if I can get that off with my, sometimes my glue eraser will take that off. I'm not going to worry about it. I feel like the inside needs something though. What do you think? What could it be? Excuse me. Excuse me. How about a couple little hearts on the inside? Let's see. Let's pull out a heart from the More Than Autumn stamp set. I know there's a little heart in here. Right here. And I could, again, I still have all of my embossing mess out. So let's, I shouldn't call it a mess. All of my embossing treasures. Let's do, well, I should definitely put one down here where I have a bloop. And we'll put one right there. All right, let's see what I got going here. I know less is more, but I was trying to do a little bit something special on the inside. Once again, I did not use my embossing buddy, and so I have some stray embossing powder. Where is my brush? Here's my brush. Well, where's my brush? Oh, goodness. All right, hang on. I'm going to try to get those off of there. There it is. I'm going to try to get this off. Do you see what I'm talking about here? See how that snowflakes. Good call, Lisa. I didn't look up fast enough. All right. Okay, I think I got those off. Let me get this out of the way. I'm bringing in my we go. Okay, so now I've kind of covered up where that ink blotch was from my fingers. There's a little bit of extra embossing sprinkles there, which make it look all planned out, right? All right, let's put this on the inside, and we're gonna call her done. always like to put my sentiment right in the middle. This leaves me room to write a nice note in here if I want to. So, all right, I still have a little bit of white embossing powder on here. There you have it. Today's card sketch. Let me show you the sketch again. This is the sketch that we were challenged to follow today. I think I did pretty good. Their card is this direction with some smaller rectangles, but the details are kind of fun. Some rhinestones, some gold, silver embossed leaves, silver and white ribbon, silver embossing powder. So very cute. I thought of a snowflake stamp before I found the heart. I should have looked at what people were suggesting. I would have put snowflakes on the inside. Really cute idea. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching me. If there's anything I can help you with, please let me know. Have a great day.